Hi everybody, I'm Miss Kim and I'm the Early Childhood Ambassador with Save the Children. And I'm going to read a story today, but first of all, I'd like to remind all the parents and caregivers the importance of reading to your child at least 15 to 20 minutes a day. When you read 15 to 20 minutes a day with your child, it promotes healthy brain development, it promotes language development, it aids in understanding, it strengthens the family relationships, and it provides endless possibilities. So we really encourage you to read to your children at least 15 to 20 minutes a day. And today I'm going to be reading A Loud Winter's Nap, and the author is Katy Hudson. Now kids, we've talked about this in our play and learn groups. What does it mean when the person is the author of the story? Does anybody remember? Yes, the author of the story is the person who writes the words to the story. They're the person who actually writes down the words that we're reading when we read a story. So the author is the writer of the story. And also when we're reading a book, we read from front and we turn the pages in order and we go all the way through to the back. So from front to back. Okay, and also when we're reading, we read the text from left to right, from top to bottom. Great job. How about a big high five? Good job. Okay, and I think this story is going to be about a tortoise who really doesn't like winter in the beginning, and he just wants to take a nap. So let's see what happens. Tortoise had just snuggled in for his long winter nap. Oh, he's all snuggled in. Do you all see how he's all snuggled in? And do you see his sign? It says, "Do not disturb until spring." Oh my goodness, he was planning on sleeping a really long time. Tweet, 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 tweet. Uh-oh. What has happened? Tortoise has been woken from his sleep. Oh, do you know what woke him up? Do you see anything in the picture there that was making that tweeting sound? Yes, it's the little bird. Let's see what happens. "Hello there, Tortoise," chirped Robin. "Would you like to join our singing class?"
"No,"
grumbled Tortoise.
"I was trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter."
"Why not?" chirped Robin.
"They just don't,"
said Tortoise, and he packed up in search of a quieter home. Oh my goodness, do you see him packed up there? And he's in search of a quieter place to take a nap. Look at all the little birdies that showed up. Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed. He was just about to close his eyes when tap, 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 tap. Uh-oh. He's awake again. But what's causing that tapping noise? "Hiya, Tortoise. Would you like to make some ice sculptures with me?" asked Rabbit.
"No,"
groaned Tortoise.
"I was trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter."
"Why not?" asked Rabbit.
"They just don't,"
said Tortoise. And he packed up again. You see the rabbit right here, and he's making ice sculptures? You see all the ice and all the snow? Hey, I got a question. Since there's ice and there's snow where Rabbit and Tortoise are, do you think it's hot there or do you think it's cold? Yeah, I'd say you're right. It's cold because if it was hot, the snow would melt and the ice would melt, right? You guys are just too smart. Tortoise trudged through the snow and found a new napping spot. Again, Tortoise snuggled down in his bed. He was just about to close his eyes when Uh-oh, I see trouble in this tree. Do y'all see the squirrel? And he has some snowballs. And down here is Rabbit, and he has some snowballs. And over here is Tortoise, and he's getting ready to lay down and close his eyes. I wonder what happens. What do you think's gonna happen? Oh, I think you might be right. Let's read on and see. Thud, pat, thud. Oh. Here is Tortoise asleep, and this is what happened. He got hit with a snowball. Hey, Tortoise, would you like to play in our snowball fight? Asked Squirrel.
No,
Tortoise said angrily.
I'm trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter.
Why not? Asked Squirrel.
They just don't,
groaned Tortoise. Look, he got splat right in the face. Do you think Tortoise is happy? Do you think he's sad? Or do you think he's angry? Yeah, I think he's angry too.
Why would anyone want to stay awake for winter?
Grumbled Tortoise. He was tired and cold, and he needed to find a quieter place to sleep. Tortoise decided to move to higher ground. So you see Tortoise, he's going up the ladder, and he's climbing high in the tree. But I see a problem in this picture. Do y'all know what this is? This is a beaver, and beavers love to chew trees. So what do you all think's going to happen? Tortoise is climbing high in the tree. There's a beaver, and beavers love to chew trees. Let's see if you're right. Again, Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed. He was just about to close his eyes when... You see him all snuggled down there? He's got his do not disturb until spring sign. He's high in the tree. Duh, 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 duh. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Swish, swish, swish.
Oh no!
Cried Tortoise. This is what's happening. Plunk! What do you think just happened? Yeah, the beaver chewed the tree that Tortoise was in, and the tree went plunk and fell to the ground.
I do not like winter,
Tortoise said. Tortoise hiked up a big snowy hill. You see him hiking up the big snowy hill? Behind a small tree, Tortoise found a flat piece of wood. It was the perfect place for napping. He snuggled down in his new bed and was about to close his eyes when... So here Tortoise is on the nice flat piece of wood, and he was about to close his eyes when this happens. What if you think Tortoise is really on? Is he on just a flat piece of wood? What do you think he's on? It's starting to go down the hill. Let's see if you're right. Whoosh! If you said sled, you are exactly right. Tortoise was on a sled, and now he's going fast down the hill. As Tortoise whizzed along, he couldn't help smiling.
Maybe winter isn't so bad,
he thought. So he really liked the sliding down the hill on the sled. And as he flew off his sled and through the air, he couldn't help giggling.
Maybe winter is more than cold and snow,
he thought. And as he slid across the ice, he realized he had been wrong. That night, Tortoise skated, slid, and spun with his friends late into the night. He wasn't tired or cold. You see him playing with the rabbit, and the rabbit woke Turtle up. Do you remember what the rabbit was doing that woke Tortoise up? The rabbit was doing ice sculpting. And what was the bird doing that woke Tortoise up? Yeah, the bird was tweet, 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 tweet. And what was Squirrel doing? Do you remember? Yeah, Squirrel and Rabbit actually were doing a snowball fight. And it woke Tortoise up when they hit him with snowballs. And what was Beaver doing that woke Tortoise up? Yeah, Beaver chewed the tree that Tortoise climbed up in, and it went ker-plunk and fell to the ground. But now he's playing with the rabbit, the squirrel, the bird, and the beaver.
Maybe some tortoises could like winter after all.
So Tortoise likes winter now. And there Tortoise is looking out the window, and all his friends are taking a nap. The end. Did y'all like that story? Me too. I think it was a great story. Now I'm going to issue a reading challenge to all of you that's watching. If you're reading books while you're home during this time, post videos of you reading those books, or maybe if you want to put on a play with those books, or do a puppet show, or make a craft. Anything that you're doing that pertains to the books that you're reading, we would love to see it. So post in the comments and let's see what kind of reading you're doing at home. And remember, parents, reading at least 15 to 20 minutes a day to your kids has huge benefits. So get to reading. See you all next time.